All right. Hello, everybody. We are now ready to go. We've got an excellent cast ready with 3 games. One of them will be live, hopefully. And hello to my casters, Ponoob
Hello?
and Opie Wright.
Why, hello there.
We got some good games, and more importantly, we have Aquarium now in the map rotation.
It is
Yeah,
officially Shark Week.
yeah,
It is.
I saw the shark on the stream a little bit there,
Yeah,
foreshadowing
We need.
perhaps.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, at least one of these games will contain Aquarium, a new map which contains a gigantic shark which swims in front of the sniper. Definitely going to see some pretty sneaky moves on this map, I believe.
Yeah, the Shark does provide a lot of cover, and it's only 4 of 8, so you don't need to get too sneaky.
Yep.
So, yeah, I believe we're starting off with Orac versus Ranmilia.
Yeah. Let me get the picks and ban stuff up here.
Fantastic.
All right, so this is a iron match. And all right, let's get going real quick with the picks and bans. The first ban out of Ranmilia. Oh, let me pause this stream. I don't need to watch my own stream. We got Oh, looks like Ranmilia's the first ban was Pup, which is a great ban. I love this ban. And oh, Digran, interesting. Taking the high road and banning nothing. All right.
Oh god.
All right.
We've got Wodar enthusiasts going around, it
Yeah.
seems.
Oh wait, no, never mind. I was looking at the wrong one. Sorry. I was game ahead. The ban was in fact Tian. My
Alright.
fault.
More standard, it makes me sad.
Yeah, Tian. But yeah, I was looking at the wrong match. Anyway, the first pick is from Ranmilia. Library. Very, very standard. Super standard.
I think
And
it's the
then
most popular map.
Yeah.
the pick from Orac, hopefully will be standard going forward, is Aquarium. Woo!
Hey, there it is.
Yay.
First match, doubled pick, let's go.
Yep. All right, and then the next pick, Ranmilia lost the courtyard chicken. That is unfortunate. But yep.
Courtyard chicken. I mean, like it's sometimes it's not even courtyard chicken with some of the newer players, right?
Yeah,
Like
they don't even know. But anyway, the final map, if we get there, shall be Ballroom. Good pick.
Ballroom, definitely another one of those standard maps with along with.
All right. So let us.
Courtyard.
Yep. So let's get rid of this. Oh wait, let me bring up the game. Let me get there. I'm just about there.
Yeah, Ranmilia is saying in the chat that they were planning on picking Aquarium as their second map. So instead it's doubled, and Ranmilia gets to pick Ballroom instead.
All right. So let's see. Interesting.
Or courtyard, I think, right?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Courtyard. Because Orac picked the Ballroom at this last venue.
All right, just about good to go. Let's see. All right, yep, I'm good.
I'm good. Okay.
Yep. I'm good. I'm loaded into the game. I'm seeing Ranmilia on Library as the spy as Kane or Morgan.
Perfect.
Or Papa Danger.
There's so many names.
We'll get this started here in 3, 2, 1, playing it. Papa Danger here. We got 4:30 on Library and no back window shenanigans. We're going to statues to start.
Immediately, yeah. And you did say we had 4:30 on Library, and that is fairly new. A lot of players still aren't entirely used to having this whole extra 30 seconds on Library. But that's there now, so you gotta be careful as Sniper, because the Spy has a lot more leeway to idle.
Yeah, if you're particularly in the fan of low lighting people, it can be a trapping. Got 49% flirt here. The highlight's unfortunate with the early inspect, and we'll have to get multiple tells out from under it. We're gonna try our first one. This is a green purloin behind the pole, about as good as it gets.
Yeah, that the laser is just kind of sticking over to the right side of the venue right now. and I don't think that reject was seen.
Unfortunately, Toby's come over to us. We ran away
Yeah.
from the purloin, and now Toby's back in our vicinity.
Yeah. I mean, I'd run right here anyways, because this is a useless conversation, right?
Okay, so general takes. We'll see the reaction here from the sniper. The list is
Seeing it,
definitely seen. He's sitting here. You can see the cogs turning in Orac's head.
it's a
Low
low
lights
light
going
on this
off.
whole conversation, yeah.
Banana bread here, while he's doing the low lights, would be potentially effective. Ranmilia agrees. Let's count the
Banana
low
bread.
lights here. Small man's low light, always big deal. Looks like
Orange dress low
two.
light, even
Yeah,
bigger deal, obviously.
I think there were more low lights potential. Ramelia's got a lot of progress here, and she's eyeing down the ambassador. This could either be a potential bug or fingerprint.
This is a
It's a
bug,
bug.
and it's completely off camera, so it is the best kind of bug.
We can inspect swap here if we want to. We haven't finished our flare, so it would be very aggressive.
Oh my god, we did it.
Okay, 7
And we're not
seconds.
being looked at right now.
Laser's here, but we're hiding the statue. We put it down. If we wait 2 seconds, never gonna see it.
Yeah,
What?
and
What a
Orac,
rush!
Orac was looking for it, like, but just could not get a beat on the statue, and did not feel the need to shoot on the suspicion of a possible swap.
I know this is an EU cast, but I'm over here in Pacific time. This just woke me up. Goodness, that's a rush. We just went past half the time on the clock because it's now 4:30, and I think Orac was on it, but it's really hard to be on a swab at 2 minutes plus.
Yeah, like when you usually see inspect swap being done to end the game, that's usually somewhere in the last minute. And when you're sitting at over 2 minutes left, I'm surprised Orac was even really looking for the swap with how much time there was left. You have to
Yeah.
assume there's a lot done from the spy here to be looking for it. And you still couldn't look for it, and you still can't just shoot based on that.
We'll move on. We'll see if Orac can show us something to that level. Irish here are right next to the ambassador as we start. If y'all ready, it's gonna be here in 3, 2, 1, playing it. Bug, 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 no bug. Actually, complete AI control into the bookcase. We'll see what we want to do here. Are you a fan of early microfilms, either book takes or animation?
Yeah, especially with how this party is shaping up. There is no one on your side. The ambassador's bouncing around over on the other side. This is completely free microfilm. So you're gonna get progress on the mission. You're gonna get highlight for center statues, which if you're going for microfilm transfer with the animations, might not be the best way to do it. But getting that early hard as hell down is very important because microfilm is a mission that leaves no.
That was on camera.
That was very on camera.
The laser came over and acted like it highlit us, but we were already highlit for statues. I don't think
Yeah,
Orac is going to be particularly happy about his situation beyond the fact that he is halfway done with his missions. He's 2.5 missions plus a little bit of flirt here, 21%.
the
This is
issue
the
with that one
second
is
ring.
it looks like
Yeah,
an accidental wrong arm bug. Like it would not have been nearly as bad. It still would have been fairly visible, but without the wrong arm there, that would have been much harder to catch from Ranmilia. The fact that he's not shot for is good news because against many snipers you would be, and well, even against Ranmilia here, right? In many scenarios you probably would be, but Ranmilia doesn't seem certain. And if she's crediting bug, or rather, sorry, if they're crediting bug, then they have a good mission count, I imagine. Because bug is one of those things that you have to wonder, did Orac do this? Right?
Orac's been chilling a bit. He did take a drink and then down it. The drink's already gone
In the
while
end of
we were
red.
just talking about the bug. Banana
Yeah.
bread off. It looks like Ranmilia's just taking lowlights for now. 3.5 missions. I don't think doing the microfilm here at this bookcase is necessarily the smartest thing. We do actually have quite a bit of time. I would consider taking this out and doing our flirt.
Yeah, there's a lot of time here, but we're just
Green
gonna do the
test.
green test, and it's completely unseen.
That
So
was.
I'd like to point out this is also our first stop at a bookshelf. Oh
Seduction
gosh,
target is
we're standing here
baiting
just
us
to
to
get the
standing here forever. We're doing it. Ranmilia
and
comes over and sees the end of it. The laser's touching us, but we aren't dead, and that's all that matters.
yeah, and that was actually really impressive to recover from that bug. Ranmilia,
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
have to
think
run
that
it
green
back to
test
that
on the
bug to see it from sniper's view.
yeah, I agree. Um,
I mean, it was very visible, but like, I mean,
yeah, it was very visible,
it's a
but like
pretty
even
it's a pretty low key bug animation from that
yeah,
view.
Irish's walking bug is very good,
Yeah, you just see a
and
little hand flick.
Yeah, Ranmilia saying in the chat that was definitely considering the overstay at bookcase incorrect, but couldn't piece it together. Couldn't figure out what the fifth mission would be. The fifth mission here being the flirt.
yeah, and as I said, like the bug, if you're crediting that right now, it's such a good thing for your mission counting, right? Because bug is one of the only two missions that don't leave a trace.
And microfilm's the other one.
And then when Orac can get the other one done without you seeing it, suddenly your strong mission counting is thrown off. And right there, we saw how it helped out Orac, and Orac finishes the game with 5 missions and no shot.
Tell us if you're ready or when you're ready.
I am
There,
ready.
Cletos.
Go for it.
Perfect. Let's play some more library. So we got 2 mission wins to start. Healthy.
Yeah.
And we're now playing Queen in 3, 2, 1, playing it. We take control, and we're doing the bookcase too. Unfortunately, we have a drink in hand, which means this is going to get delayed by a few seconds. But we can pinch this book out. We can do the chaotic animation. We're running away with this book.
Yeah, and both these players really need to pick up a win right now. They haven't
in the season, absolutely.
Yeah. Neither of them have taken a win yet. I believe Orac has a draw, and Ranmilia they have only losses so far. I think they've all been pretty close.
Yeah,
But
so we casted week 1, Amelia, and I was like, this player is someone to look out for despite the loss. And I've watched them since, and it's continued to be the case where I'm like, this is good spy party. And then there's an L next to your name. And Orac has been in SCL a bit longer. He was in last season. And Orac's the same situation where I'm just like, Orac, if it's just 1 or 2 things happen differently, you would be doing a lot better this season. Now Spy Party is martial. That is the whole game. But both these players are better than the records that they have, and it's clearly showing, at least on the spy side. The snipers haven't been catching stuff. The microphone's done, by the way.
yeah, the direct microphone. I
Really,
feel like the
no
direct-
respect. Doing the banana bread, the laser was all on it. We must have seen the split, but we're not highlighting for it. Some low lights coming off here. I think Ranmilia got away with that relatively clean for the split, being incredibly clean.
Relatively clean. I think you know, yeah, you might want to amend that. We are now low lit.
Okay, we got to do 2 missions. I don't imagine Ranmilia knows that they're low lit. That would be a weird assumption.
One of these has got to be either a hard tell or fingerprints.
That bug is absurd.
That bug. What? Ambassador, stop.
So Ambassador comes to return the bookcase. He has all of those 2 different pads for the green bookcase, and he chooses right next to the spy, and the spy is completely on the ball and takes that.
Yeah,
like,
that is
personally, I would have not considered that a possibility.
capitalizing on like that may seem very lucky, and it kind of is, but capitalizing on that opportunity is huge. And so Ranmilia is just gonna go to center statues as a low light and is just going
It's a
to win.
fingerprintable statue too. Let's just finish 6 missions while we're at it. Yeah, this is absolutely nasty. That bug is absurd.
And so far, our spy fiesta continues.
Like, even if we were highlight, like, it was still the right angle too. Like, the sniper's not gonna see the arm very often. and they have no way to expect it coming. And we're low light. Like it's everything. That's probably the best bug I've ever seen. And I'm
It's
not being
certainly one
hyperbolic.
of them.
It's goodness sake. Yeah. Okay. Ranmilia saying in chat they thought they were highlight for the split. That bug is how you get away from winning through a highlight, and it's a clean way to win as a low light too.
Yeah, even if you were highlight there for the split, you know, you got 2 clean hardtails now, right?
Hype alert, by the way. Kaylee and Warning Track have entered the building.
Ooh,
Yes, they're gearing up for our live match right after this one.
We'll wait for the entrance music. But for now, Orac in general, last game of library, Ranmilia up 2-1 in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Yeah, and after this, remember what venue we have next?
Dun 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 Aquarium.
So what's interesting is Orac seems to like AI controlling for quite a while.
I don't hate it. The problem with AI controlling for like 15 seconds is the sniper is not likely to give a low light for AI control madness.
Instant white purloin here.
Behind the pole, Toby's running away. Is there going to be a reaction?
It was certainly seen.
We do
and
not gulp.
we do start taking some low lights, but like sometimes if Ranmilia, if they're on that can be just death, right? Oh god, General's bug is so gross.
Yeah, we're
It didn't
bit too
take,
fast.
but it's just so invisible.
Yeah, so what's happened here is Vermilius decided to just low light a side of the party, just partition it off, and not catching the fact that Orac's just holding this drink that came from nowhere. It is the drink's kind of hidden. We do have these tall people in Duke kind of covering the drink, and I kind of hope we gulp this instead of sip. Oh, it's our last sip already. We've been down in this. We got 2 missions done. Seduction target coming our direction. We got ideas.
Yeah, we've got a hardtail done. Seduction target might be giving us a free flirt here, which is very useful. Although
Thank you.
neither of these players have been having any kind of difficulty with
Don't
pacing
ignore
so
Toby
far.
Orac. There we go.
Yeah, neither of these players have really had any difficulties with pacing their missions. Both of them have been very good about actually just getting them done. Neither of them are really slow play.
Oh, hello. That's Taft, who's a bit big bone, going to middle statues and really close into it. I suspect there was more to it, but he was the only highlight in the game.
Yeah, and so I presume that was a lot of purloin suspicion, and the fact that that could be a finished swap. And if you assume flirt after that, then
Yeah.
suddenly that's a finishing missions statue visit.
Yeah, I mean, count them, right? It's flirt, you can assume. BB's been said. Purloin's been complete in front of your face. Inspect swap, there might have even been a bug in there because Ambassador did get passed by. I think the shot is probably justified, but not a happy one, and someone that you want to take back immediately.
Yeah, and now it's 2-2. Going even on library, now we go into the untested waters
Of
of
Keel
Aquarium.
Hall.
Yeah.
One thing that doesn't get mentioned enough is look at that amount of alcohol behind Toby. Like, Toby needs to get a ladder if you want some of that top shelf stuff.
I mean, that's why it's called top shelf, right?
Exactly.
You know, no one's gonna buy it. It's that
All right.
expensive.
So, important question about this map: is the sniper in the water with the fish, or is there room behind the tank?
No, the sniper is a scuba diver.
All right. That's what I thought.
There's no actual glass.
Yeah.
The shark can come out and enjoy the party at
Yeah,
any
I
time.
mean, like if there was
everybody's
glass,
actually
you couldn't-
underwater.
Like the sniper,
they have weights in the boot.
I mean, yeah, that's what I was thinking. If there was glass, the sniper would have to break it to, when he shot through it.
Although you can't see that there actually is glass. By the way, there is a sheet you can see.
All right. I'll believe that. I guess the sniper just curves the bullet around the glass.
Yeah.
That's
Obviously.
how glass works for sure.
Mhm.
We got pearls here. We got 4 games of aquarium. Let's enjoy them while we have them. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
I mean,
We're going straight to bookcase. seems to be like maybe a predetermined thing. Just going, let me go get those early microfilms in this set because this is our second time Ranmilia's doing it. Unfortunately, I'm getting high shark, so we're not getting any blockage on our visit to the bookcase.
But that might even be just better. Oh, never
Oh,
mind. I was gonna say that might just be better because who's going to be watching a microphone with not the shark not being around, but
Yeah.
Orac.
Why would I do
Orac.
this without the shark?
and suddenly Orac sees it,
Orac
and
will be
then
watching.
that's just the first game.
I don't hate the decision. Microfilm's a weird decision on this map because there's so many good options. But yeah.
A couple moments later, the shark was coming to block it too.
We got Orac Twin. Let's move on. Hopefully we can actually see some of this map in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
And even that decision could be just made significantly better if you had done a green test, I imagine, because that's so much harder to see. You have so much less window. Is the important bit.
Yeah, microfilm's weird, right? So like green purloins and green swaps are like clearly good, right? Because it's a whole different mechanic. Someone else entirely takes it. But microfilm, like the green test is so much better than the white test for how visible it is. We haven't done anything yet. We can go flirt if we want to, but we really like the bookcases today by both players. This might be
Yeah,
blocked.
there's been a lot of microfilm, and yeah, this is gonna be blocked by the fin.
And we get the green test.
Trying to see beneath the shark here. It looks like maybe not for Orac specifically, but for other characters as well. Seeing beneath the bottom shark though is folly. You cannot do it. Although with the sniper angle, if you turn it to the right or to the left, you can see under some of the sharks a little bit.
32% here. We had a good potential banana bread. Ambassador wants to come near us, but we don't try.
Oh no! And I was actually watching this. Cowboy picks up a briefcase, puts it down, immediately goes over to pick up fingerprint off the bookcase that Amber was at. And this is definitely an overly fast shot, I think, but Ranmilia just was possibly overconfident about that, and he's like, I see you. You're going for these fingerprints too fast. I've highlighted you for something else already. Let me check what that highlight was for on text here.
Oh, he was next to the ambassador.
He went to statues, went next to the ambassador with the shark passing by.
And then
Went to get
double.
fingerprints.
Yeah, I
there's
mean, it's still not 4 missions, but I think this is match play, right? It's Orac rushed in one of the early games, and between the two of them, they were both playing very aggressive spy. And Ranmilia hasn't got it out of their head that Orac isn't necessarily doing that every game.
Yeah, and apparently, they thought that Orac could have swapped if they were Cowboy.
Yeah, it definitely could have. I mean, there was barely enough time to have seen those statues before the shark did its shark thing. But
even then, though, that's not quite 4 missions.
Yeah,
there's no way you flirt. There's no way, and there's no contact yet. So, still a little bit fast, but it's very understandable.
It was quite likely he was going to get shot in the future if he wasn't shot now, honestly.
All right, anyway,
really would come down to banana bread. What are we looking at next?
We're looking at more
aquarium
with salmon.
Ooh,
nice hey, salmon. He's a good character for this map.
Fish.
Now there are 2 fish in the aquarium.
And we'll get this started in 3, 2, 1, playing it. We do not have time to sit down on these couches, right? This has been incredibly aggressive. Sniping from Ranmilia and just spy play in general. We're not going to bookcase for once, which is nice. At least yet. We're eyeing down the shark and eyeing down the ambassador.
Yeah, the ambassador, we could easily turn to the right here and do a wrong arm past him, which would be very strong, especially right about now. With the shark right over us. Do it. Oh,
that was never close enough.
Yeah, that was just not going to be close enough. The standing bug prompt was not there, so you have to make that a walking bug. It could have been super strong. Now it would have been at that point. It would have been very suspicious walking by the ambassador with the shark by us. But We don't pick up that suspicion, but we also don't pick up a hard tell.
29% here. It's a long clock. We got 4 minutes to work with, so a slower start isn't gonna be too brutal. We're
Banana
taking the
bread.
banana bread. This will be a few lowlights.
Yeah, and it looks like there are a lot of highlights that are now low lit, and the highlights were for our bar visits. Looks like we're using the highlights as a memory aid right now. Swellman actually doesn't get a full low light.
Okay, I don't love this play, and there's a big reason, right? Is the people who are just at bar are majority low lit. So if we do a delegate purloin, the list of suspects is a lot shorter than what one would typically expect, because there were 4 or 5 people at the bar previously. Yeah, we're the only person who's going to have a drink here that could potentially be doing purloin. Everybody else has been low lit with small man low lit there.
Yeah, we get the delegate behind the shark, but we should be seen getting away from it, especially when we take this drink here. We take a sip, but we're kind of moving with the tail a little bit, so we appear back kind of next to where we were before.
Yeah, that's one of those things, right? Where if you don't see it because the shark's covered, it's amazing. But if you do see it, you went back to the same place and you did it all behind a shark. That seems quite coincidental at best, and spy-like at worst. Ambassador's just chilling out here in the middle of nowhere. That's fantastic.
Hard low light.
Yeah, this is a bug when conversations get a bit full, and it's a AI can only do it. The only way a spy could possibly do it is if they AI control, which frankly they're not really a spy at that point.
And we delegate to Irish here, but she's not really
Oh,
going to the bar.
was she holding a book?
No, she went to the bookcase to go grab a book.
Oh, checker.
I mean, I don't think it would have mattered.
Checker?
The timer was out and it was done anyways.
Okay, she's still heading to the bar, that general direction, but the timer's out. I said we had 4 minutes. We don't have 4 minutes anymore. We have 1 minute. The bug.
we take the bug on the bugged ambassador. Let's go.
Okay, we need one more mission. When I said we were running out of time, we're no longer running out of time. We just need to find something to do. A swap is often powerful on this map because the back statues are hard to see. Ranmilia seems to agree. Are we gonna go straight to the statue? Okay, we're going straight to the statue. It's gonna be on Orac to
Well,
see
we're
if
not
he
a
can shoot for
highlight.
it. That's being
But
lifted right in the air.
Yeah, the
If you
shark
don't
comes
shoot,
up. The shark covers us. Now we can't be shot for a good while. This is
yeah,
just not gonna come off.
yeah, you
And
had to
Ranmilia
catch
takes
on
the
that
win.
first cycle. Yeah, that you couldn't even. I mean, we're not tilting to like confirm, but I don't think even with tilt that you could actually take that shot, despite the fact that Salmon Danger is quite tall.
And yeah, looking back at that bug was never quite in standing range. It started as a walking bug and stayed as a walking bug the whole time.
That was classic.
Yeah,
Classic
tilt
aquarium.
does nothing. By the way,
Yeah.
it's
Well, not in this scenario, no.
yeah.
It can give you a little bit of extra visibility behind the shark, but not here. Too much. The shark is just a little bit too thick.
So, yeah, and that was Ranmilia unlucky, by the way. That was the Simba Lion King raise above your head
Yeah.
animation. You only had one chance to see it.
So the
And
shark, basically, we could just call him Super Taft.
Yeah, super tapped over here. And we got one more game of aquarium.
Yeah, one more.
Hey, and we get regular Taft.
Yep.
In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
And remember, everybody, Taft is the blend into the venue character, as showcased by Lazy Bear during Shark Week, the tournament.
Okay, what are we up to here? We're just not dealing with that conversation. We're gonna go hang out with our new buddy, General.
The question is, does Orac here do the cheese strat with Taft, where you go back into one of the back two window pads and just time add?
We also have a bug if we want to, but we don't. We just want to go to this bar. We saw Ranmilia go to the bar last game and not purloin, so it was just a way to split flirts, for example. In this case, General did leave shortly after us. I'm wondering if this is going to be a planned purloin or not. We're delegating.
well, always going to take the option, right? So.
Okay, we're definitely eyeing down General, and going to the bookcase though would be a bit aggressive, given that we just got this drink, and it'd be a hard to explain how we got rid of the drink immediately. Instead, we're lining ourselves up for a potential banana bread in the future. Conversations are getting better. It'd be 3 highlights lost, but that's about everybody outside of conversation. And I'm not sure Orac would necessarily know their highlight. Now it'd be 4 highlights list and see, yeah, this BB's gone from good to bad.
Yeah, it's not really. I mean, it's like it would be pretty good if an SDA was in conversation with any of the others, but they're not.
Yeah,
We don't really have much done here.
with seduction target at the other statues, we're taking the most positive thing that isn't flirt, which is a fingerprintable statue here. We are getting the highlight for it. It'll be interesting to see if Ranmilia is aware of the fingerprint, because I think that was
We
cooked
don't.
quite a
We
while.
don't. We don't take the fingerprint.
We didn't take the fingerprint. No, Orac. When I say it's like that one or two things that result in Orac losing the game, this is the small details that you gotta catch. If you're gonna go to a fingerprintable statue and eat that suspicion, you gotta take the print, even if you're not necessarily trying to finish fingerprint. 85%. Ambassador is gonna move maybe behind us. We're not ready for it. No bug.
Yeah, and we're not getting much done, but we only have the rote highlight for our statue, it seems. So it's not. We're not really that big of a suspect.
Yeah. In chat and also just in game, General's been very aggressive. He's now doing his second, if not third, inspect, and it's a back statue. I'm sure he's a high suspect. The
Well, we
laser's
would
giving
be
us...
finishing fingerprint here, but we're not.
Yeah, this is unfortunate. I always forget this map is 4 of 8. It really feels like it could be 5 of 8. So the option... That's a nice bug if it's stuck. Doesn't, though. We're not dead,
Oh.
though.
All right.
If we're looking to frame, General's one that comes to mind. He's been to 2 statues, and he is our seduction target. We are likely well aware he's been running around everywhere. We have this Purloin. We're gonna do it to Irish, who's off again, going to places that are not the bar.
I mean, she does have a book in her hand this time, so that's the known version of that bug.
Okay, she's gonna have trouble getting the
General
drink
joins
this time.
conversation, so we could contact here, frame him up.
There's no
There's no time though.
there's no DA in that conversation.
Well, they just left, unfortunately.
It would be Mom or Red Dress if we're gonna take a shot, but the BB was after 10 seconds. Good
Yeah,
hold.
that BB was too late.
The Purloin did come off, but it kind of makes sure that they know it's not Irish too.
Yeah, and that means we've split our second venue as well, and now we're going to 4 and 4.
Yeah, I mean, like, General got in, right at around 14 seconds. If the BB happened right about now, I think he would have been shot.
Yeah, because the double agent was there for just a moment while General was in. So if you get that BB right then, General might get shot.
Yeah, but any BB happening after 10 seconds, you're just waiting for overtime, of course.
To note, for Diamond Hype, the trash talk has begun. However, it's just the players trashing themselves in self-depreciation.
Yeah, that's normal.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, wait.
We get Courtyard.
And that actually, oh yeah, I'm just updating the scoreboard that balanced the game out. So now we're back. I believe we're back to tied 4-4.
Yep. So. And now we're on the tiest of maps, Courtyard.
All right, and I am ready to go.
I know someone in here that says this is Spy favored.
When I'm watching it is. In 3, 2, 1, playing it. Playing Alice, we're heat-seeking that seduction target. Yeah, we want that flirt more than anything in the world, so we'll take this inspect. Big green, 51? 51, let's go. Put that statue down, seduction target, so we can get our inspects. Come on, buddy. He's not feeling it. Do we want to
put it down?
Okay, we're following etiquette. We're only doing 2 cycles. 3 would be a tell. I don't think we want him to go into our conversation. We want him to go away so we can go meet up with him later. And he's gone far away from us, so we can't finish the
So
2 flirt if we chill here.
I was wondering if we might try to set up a bug here with the ambassador about to leave our conversation by way of our seduction target annoying him away. However, we don't go for it. We could have started walking with him and gotten a bug that way, but we don't do it.
On
So
the
now
top,
we're
on the topic of frames, so seduction targets spin the statues, and we know that because we met him there. He's taken 1 fingerprint. He's got to be a top suspect. I think you really, at least at minimum, want to make sure he's in conversation when we do the banana bread in the future. We can bug here if we want to. Ambassador, no, we don't want to. Potentially a healthy decision. Come here, seduction target. Come here. Come here. Yeah, it's not exactly as close as we want. Yeah, we didn't green it anyways, but I think that probably would have been like a good 98, 99 Tobo percent. Oh, he gets a
Unfortunately.
low lit.
low light. What for
Alright.
though? I'm not sure.
I mean, it's a good. He was someone that I was saying was likely to get shot, and that he's decided that potentially just not flirting with anybody, like leaving conversations without talking. It's a good low light because we get one of our top suspects, and Ranmilia, who has had the highlight since the beginning of the game, has not been inappropriately low lit.
Yeah. We don't get a low light.
This seduction target's amazing, by the way.
Yeah.
He likes us. No.
But what?
Take that back.
No, what? You can't.
He loves us so much more than we love him.
Seduction target. Don't you know it's an
Banana
etiquette
bread.
break to stay that little time at Windows?
Okay. We got 3 missions. Purloin is an option. Toby's come to
We are
us.
being offered.
White test.
White
it's on our
purloin. It's
10
on the other
seconds.
side of the- Yeah, no, we're not. The sniper's on the right, not on the right side of the venue to see this right now. 4 seconds.
It's a fingerprint too. 4.5 missions. Let's go. Got that fingerprint.
Yeah.
Yeah, so despite the red test, seduction target was so kind, and it really just comes down to the purloin, which it so often does in Courtyard, and Orac's just not on it. Because he was on the other side watching Ambassador and watching swaps and stuff, which is what you do in Courtyard. It's why this map is so linear, but spies end up winning so many games, because it's just down to that one tell.
Yeah, and that's 5-4 to Ranmilia. They are looking to get onto match point here with this game.
Yeah, Ranmilia can get a point for every win they get moving forward. Though I'm sure they want the win, as does Orac, and Orac just needs to win the next 3. We'll do it as Taft, apparently, in 3, 2, 1, playing it. Orac being a bit more sensible with the starts with the slight AI controls, unlike Ranmilia, who's just heat-seeking.
Yeah, it's actually very interesting to see whether or not a player likes to AI control early, or if they like to take control just as soon as possible.
Orac drinks very aggressively. Just any opportunity he has to down a drink, he just takes that sip. It's something that I'm going to say out loud now so he can fix that behavior.
Oh man, that is just that's an amusing thing to say about somebody. Interesting, Ranmilia lowlighting a twin for what looks like the sit break thing with the briefcase. However, it wasn't the hard anti-tel version, it was just the completely replicable version that anybody can do.
We came into conversation, we decided not to bug. I believe we're not necessarily going to kick the ambassador out, so the longer we stay here, the less suspicious this position gets, and the more likely we can get away with a bug.
Yeah, and even right now, if we weren't talking, our angle would be very good for bug. Usually bugs on Courtyard come down to very well-timed standing bugs, or just completely invisible walking bugs.
He doesn't take it.
Yeah, Orac walks away without taking the bug. Looks like we just want to get a flirt here
Banana bread.
and a contact, I suppose.
I feel like if you're being watched there, the play that Oric decided not to take, and that I would take almost every time, is doing a banana bread to cover the bug. And if you hit the green banana bread while they're doing the low lights, you get the free bug, and the ambassador's been standing next to you for 30 seconds. Why would you bug? It's that like max range where the ambassador hasn't been kicked out by being
Oh,
too
white
close.
purloin.
In the face of the laser,
And
surely
it's completely seen. Mark
pilot.
suspicious.
So Ranmilia's
Oh!
no.
Did Seek
Did somebody
Did Seek
mismemorize
reject?
statues?
Well, I mean, we saw the purloin. I think we just thought Seek rejected.
But I mean, like, if that was the case, then why would you bother highlighting, Taft there?
Ranmilia in the chat saying this shot is just bad. I think these purloins have been really getting under their skin. There's a purloin comes off, they panic, and the panicking hasn't resulted in Orac getting shot multiple times at
Yeah,
this
I
point.
don't
Yeah,
think
and
I
it,
don't think
and it,
Seek rejected. Or at least not at any
it,
reasonable.
it
Yeah.
appears that Ranmilia thought it was too fast for a white fade, and I can completely sympathize with that kind of mistake. Once I thought for sure it was a white fade, and was very wrong. Against Wardar in
Yeah.
week 1.
Well,
So like those mistakes don't go away necessarily. So it's definitely understandable. However, you need to be on top of who's got the reject chain going if you're going to shoot someone for it. And
Yeah.
Seek dies, and it's wrong in this case.
The nice thing about this set is Ranmilia is going to learn a lot and stop making these mistakes in the future. That being said, I think she'd rather not make mistakes for the next 2 games because these are worth
Yeah.
points. We're
Yeah,
5-5.
they're the game wins at this point equal points. It's like missions equals points except for better.
And we're doing it as twin on the spy side for Ranmilia. And 3, 2, 1, playing it. Oh yeah, also Orac needs to stop making mistakes. But Orac didn't
Okay.
just miss pad.
No, that
And,
was Ranmilia.
Yeah, no. So yeah, Orac's
Oh
in chat
no.
going, "Oh come on, Orac. I know you can be indignant in chat, but Ramilia's just made 2, and then just that pathing's not brilliant either. Almost missed the pad there.
Hey, at least we get the. No! Why?
what was that you're about to say?
Why?
So
No!
there's this song called "Ant No Sunshine" by Bill Withers, and we have 34% flirt.
And the other 2 were green too. Oh no!
If we can keep this composed, so there's a fingerprintable statue that we want to keep an eye out for in the future. We can timer flirt this, we can leave and come back. We still have good options despite these mistakes. We are not dead. And you should not play like you got caught.
I don't blame Ranmilia for these deduction
Yeah.
targets hubris.
This is a sensible play. Take the fingerprintable statue, take the highlight, and really test the sniper to just go, did you remember there's a fingerprint here now that the briefcase is not under the statue? Put it on the sniper side. Make them make the hard decisions, not yourself.
Yeah, we're probably gonna go back to flirt. Even maybe even get a contact. It's a very valuable conversation for us right now.
Yeah, we do have a lot of people at statues and Alice out there with a highlight. And, man, D8,
D8 leaves
having
us,
none of
yeah.
it anyways. Oof, Pearl's taking that path. Looked like a true bug. I would not be happy. If Ambassador goes and touches another statue, that'd be fantastic.
Well, as long as it's not the same statue.
Yeah. Half our time gone. Ambassador? Okay, Ambassador
Could have
comes...
maybe tried for a bug there.
Banana bread.
Let's check here. We've got 1 low line Alice as a highlight, and then another 4 if we want them. There's no reaction. I think Orac... Yeah, delaying it in case there's shenanigans on, like, the Purloin, for example, which we can do. Doing a bug instead. We need to deal with Toby, though.
It's a nice bug. It's not seen.
We're doing both!
Oh, we just purloin.
We have half of 3 missions. We have so many options
Why?
to end this game.
I mean, I don't even know why you do.
The Purloin is questionable, but I think it's gonna work.
Well, we
Given
go
how much
over
progress we had. Okay, we're doing it at bookcase. We're
We
doing
get
the
this
flirt
flirt.
before making the book. And then we just...
And mission countdown. Ranmilia could be taking match point right here and a full point for the season. their first point, it seems, I think.
This is a bit of I'm not happy about the way this has gone. I'm just gonna press all the buttons,
And see if it
And-
works. And it works very well.
and it worked. And that was a fun game. We do have a book in hand that we could have microfilmed. We have half of our inspects and half a print, but the bug was good, and I think the purloin is really where the question marks come up. But if you're gonna green it, you're gonna green it anyways.
Yeah, that
Okay.
was definitely a good bug. The purloin might have been questionable, but it comes off and it's completely fine.
If I
And we don't
recall
even-
correctly, I believe this was the set in Discord. I said, "Sweet, you guys are playing. Someone has to win." And then I realize now at 6-5,
Oh god.
Ranmilia ahead, that someone does not have to win. A tie is an option. Pick your side here, because if you're going to be Ranmilia fans, now's the time. And if
Yeah.
you're Orac fans, we got one more spy game on Ballroom.
I
And
always
if there's
side with
any kind,
I always side with Papa Danger.
and if there's any venue that you're going to be saying, "Hey, this is fine. I can win a spy game for a tie here," it's going to be on Ballroom. Ballroom is the 50-50 map.
But a
Has
50-50
been
map
for
that you have a
forever.
bit more control over than, say, like Balcony, for example.
Yeah.
And we'll get started in 3, 2, 1, playing it. Time Ed? No time Ed. You just like it anytime I say something that sounds like something I would say. You just giggle.
I do, because like just like the hope in your voice. It's very it's like you sound like I don't know, like
A
an
schoolboy
enthusiastic.
who's just found out that a girl likes him.
Really? Whew.
Okay, this is
Or-
this is the sort of start that Ranmilia took the fingerprintable statue. I think doing a fingerprint briefcase, preferably not getting highlight for it, is the correct decision. Just make the sniper make the tough decisions. Make them shoot you for soft tails, for example.
And to carry on with how you sound when when you say something that sounds like you kind of sound like one of those like fictionalized versions of dogs where it's like fetch bone.
Bug.
With time at
Reverse
time at
drive-by?
pug.
Reverse drive-by? Purloin? No? Okay. Let's...
That's a bug
That's
spot.
tempting, but that's too tempting. Amelia's watching this.
Do it.
Do not do this.
No, okay, Ranmilia's watching it all.
That laser's actually on us.
the
One thing that
bread.
you can do as a sniper is put your laser somewhere where you're not looking, so maybe that bug does actually happen, but there's no chance that bug. Orac is very laser aware. I can tell you that from watching his stream. Innocent drink take. Orac has respect. Immediate sip. That's just not correct. Let's get our flirt on. Hit a green. Let's win this game nice and quick.
Instant flirt into conversation. I mean, not instant flirt, instant sip into conversation.
Ooh,
Oh, but we get the green
double
test.
green flirts. Let's go. Where can we get our print? I would prefer if it's not the briefcase. But
There will be a hard fingerprint on that middle statue.
Oh,
And middle statue you can end with.
Yeah.
And you can also do a swap if you do it quickly and get red dress in it as the suspect. Orac, let's see. Orac know about it? Orac seems to know about it. We'll need another green test. We've already had 2 clutch ones with the flirts. Do an inspect first. Please know about the fingerprint. Okay, he knows about and he hits the green!
He hits the green!
Now,
Oh my god!
put it down, or are we doing 3 cycle? We're doing 3 cycle. It's going to be on Ranmilia to catch that. It's an etiquette break.
We put back the statue. Vermilia's
7 seconds.
over us, but I think we've made it.
We're running away. Get behind the cover. And we're good to go.
That's
Quality
a tie.
win.
That's a tie.
That's such a but it's such a clutch ending. Orac getting the 2 green flirts, getting the green fingerprint, and really the only issue with that game was the 3 cycle. Like, you're not giving your opponent many opportunities to shoot you. That would have been a good spy game at any level against any sniper.
Yeah.
Just difficult fingerprints are hard to shoot for. The only problem with this set is it's another tie. And These players are really looking for wins.
Yeah, and tie is a little bit anticlimactic sometimes,
Oh,
but also
no, but we've had such good, mainly
Yeah.
spy play. The snipers have allowed us to have good spy play, but this has been aggressive, quality spy party, and if these players continue to play at least their spy and then clean up the snipers, they should be getting more wins in the future.
Yeah.
Really, it's those sort of decisions where we go that Purloin was questionable, but not punished in that last round, for example, where we would see it, but the decision making in general has been very good. Have we checked in with the Diamond Boys? Do we know if they're ready to go?
I believe they may still be drafting, or they will be drafting. Let me
Okay.
let me set it up. I gotta set up the live game here.
You do that, and we'll talk about some Diamond